Hello everybody, I hope you're doing well. It's been a minute since I've been able to hang out with you in the kitchen. I had a somewhat busy week. I had a sociable week. I shared some of my journeys with you all. Went out on Monday to the food ministry. Then we had some bingo. And then on Tuesday with some of the food ministry folks, we went and we had dinner. And then we went to see Country Tonight. Then I had some other friends that wanted to go see the Hatfields and McCoys. So I've been busy, and today I've been doing weather in the morning, and then Dollywood this afternoon. Flower and Food is open. So, to make my life easier this weekend, I'm just going to make a big old pan of lasagna. And I come up with this because I have some leftover pasta sauce. So we're going to use that for this. I've probably made some ingredients before for you all with some of this. This pan might be too big. But this says that I don't have to cook the noodles. So I'm going to see how it goes. I might not fill this whole pan up. Let me get a spoon. So I'm just going to put a little bit of my pasta sauce in the bottom. Now this pasta sauce might do better if it was looser. I hope I'm gonna have enough here. I've sprayed the pan, so I just want just a little bit down there. You're not gonna know it when you dip it out, are you? All right, so I'm gonna layer my noodles. It says we do not have to boil these noodles. I made this pasta sauce to make some spaghetti the other night, and I'll do that like that, do it like that, and do that like that. That person's just going to get just a little bit more if they dip off of that end. Okay. See how that goes. We'll put us another layer. I'll put a little healthier layer this time. This is made with turkey. And I put in, it's going to be a little chunkier than maybe some of you are used to. I put in diced tomatoes. I've got bell peppers, and there, that's good. Let me go ahead and save a little bit. I might have to open a can of pasta sauce. Mushrooms, bell peppers, onions, and diced tomatoes. So I'm just trying to make something here with my leftover dish. If I have to go whip up something else, we'll find something in there. I guess we'll just have these. Maybe the dogs or something will eat it. All right, so I am gonna have to whip up something else here. Better save that little bit, haven't I? All right, let me go dig around a minute and I'll see what I can find to help us out. I don't know what that could be. Y'all let me keep going so much that I forgot another step. I forgot to put the ricotta cheese in there. So we're just going to kind of dollop it in there across different layers here. Maybe as we push those noodles down and it bakes, it'll just level on out. Spoon it in there, Kyle. Get her on in that pan. Y'all gonna make my belly happy. At least my tongue after a while. There we are. Anyway, I had a day at Dollywood. They've opened the Flower and Food Festival. And that's really neat. If you've never been for that one, I know that, well, every little festival they have is quite unique. But the Flower and Food, you just get all these different food samples. You get your tasting pass. You get to go try it all out. And that's going to be going on for the next little while. Even when Dollywood officially, and I'm going to say officially, turns 40. Even though we've been celebrating it all year, it seems like, but that's okay. All right, so we'll dabble that on there like that. And when I get my stuff going, I wound up finding some diced tomatoes and a can of just plain old pasta sauce. So I'm just going to drizzle that on over that like that. I'm going to fill in the gaps where I was being, can't say lazy, I was being sparing. That's a good word. I was being sparing with that. Okay, so there we are. There's our layers. You get this towel. So I'm gonna throw on this last layer. And I can put the whole bowl on it this time. It got a little meat scattered in there, but that's okay. I wound up, because I thought it was gonna need a little bit more, I put Paula Deen's Silly Salt in it. And that's got garlic and onions and different things. So that should help us get us that good rich flavor in that layer that I didn't, cook for hours upon hours. But of course, the first two layers, they'll be fine. It's all gonna be fine. We're all gonna be eating happy. There we go. I don't want to hear one of y'all say, Kyle, you need to get more organized. I know I do. So, I am going to put some mozzarella cheese on this. Just kind of pan that around so it gets on everything. If y'all know a different way to get the ricotta in there like that, I said, Zach, we can get that small one. He said, no, I like a lot of cheese. So we got the big bags of cheese and the big ricotta. And he claims to make the best lasagna. So he wants to come on and teach all his lasagna recipe one night. This is my we're gonna get it done lasagna recipe from leftovers. Waste not, want not. We all having to conserve as best we can. Those are dollar store noodles, by the way. Those of y'all were asking. I found it at the dollar store. So that's nice if you don't have to boil it ahead of time. Sure does make the prep work a whole lot easier. I think y'all heard that oven go off. I'm just going to empty this because I don't know what else I'm going to do with it without it. That'll just take up room in the refrigerator. Room we don't have these days. It seems like we're just getting jammed up in there. I don't know why. All right, friends. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to bake this with my cheese topping on top. Okay? And I guess that noodle there will just get the steam and it'll be okay. Just like so. That flew way over there, y'all. Wonder what in the world. And we've got one noodle to spare here. Anyway, I'm hoping the steam is going to steam this on the top. What I'm going to do for the very last step is I'll put my mozzarella on it. Put that back in there. I don't know how it got out. What do you do with your last noodle? Oh, you can whack a kid with it. Naughty, 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 Kyle. Naughty Kyle. I bet that'll get their attention. So anyway, I'm not going to put the cheese on it just yet. I'm going to let it get the baking. And it says to put it in a 350 degree oven on a 13 by 9 by 3 baking dish. 45 minutes uncovered. And in the last 15 minutes, cover and bake. I'll get it right in a minute. All right, I'm gonna cover it and then I'm gonna bake it. And then we'll come back and throw that cheese on it. Let it get nice and melty and gooey. Ooh. Okay, my friends, so we're ready. You ready to see? So it's been baking for 45 minutes with all the good stuff in there. I'm just going to lay over. That's what it looks like. My cheese. It's soft. It is soft. I thought I pulled that thing off. I've got to find a contraption. Them right there scissors, they'll cut off your hand. That's like Edward Scissorhands. Y'all remember that movie? I felt sorry for that guy. I hope nobody ever has that problem. Let's do that. Okay, so we're going to put this layer of mozzarella on it. Y'all can't see me, but y'all don't want to see me, do you? Now, I'm going to put a good layer on it. I guess I don't even need to do that. Just break it up. We'll see what we got here. And we're supposed to put it in for 15 minutes. That cheese has already started to melt. What I'm going to do, because I'm going to go to bed, is I'm going to let this do its thing. I'm going to get a good melted layer of cheese on it. And that went on that pan. What I'm going to do is let it melt in the oven, and then I'm going to let it sit there for a little while. Then I'm going to take it out, and I'm going to let it get good and hard. That's enough. I'm not going to broil it or anything like that. And then come tomorrow morning, I'm going to scoop me out a little bit. Scoop it out! And scoop me out a little bit for my lunch. And that's that. So, I hope you all have a great time. Oh, I better get that open. It's like dancing. Like a ballerina. I am not that. 15 minutes, turn it off. I'm going to let it sit there for a minute. So, there's a little piece of mozzarella. So, I will try to remember. I won't do it at 4 o'clock in the morning. But when I get home from work, I'm going to scoop it out and we'll taste it out and see how that mixed in for you. Remember, I made a little different concoction. Sounds like a problem, don't it? All right, y'all have a great day. We'll be back a little bit. And there we go. That is the finished product for Kyle's lasagna. Y'all want to dive in? Here we go. I've already got me a piece out. As I told y'all, look how layered it is there. As I told y'all when I was making it, I wasn't going to make a video at 3 o'clock in the morning. So, here we are at 2. And we'll dive into it. All of that goodness is there. Those noodles cook perfectly. I've never used the no-boil noodles. But turned out pretty good. I'm going to just add a little bit of salt and pepper to it. I think this would be good to freeze. And then, and maybe like individual things. And then just take it out and heat it up as you want some. I wonder if they make those low-carb noodles without the boiling. Did I say no bake earlier? It's boiling. No boil. Troy's making for a good lunch. Y'all have a good day. Happy Easter, and I will see you soon. Bye!